Town Hall 7s, if you are not getting 3 stars, then this is the strategy you need to learn because you will dominate any base that you attack. Check these out. All right, I'm going to treat this as a really in-depth guide on how to attack by air at the Town Hall 7, because when you get to Town Hall 7, it is all about air. And if you want to see those 3 stars, what do you have to do? You have to set up for it first. So when you become a Town Hall 7, I hear this all the time. What do you upgrade first? All these troops, what do you upgrade? Hands down, get that dragon and then upgrade it up to the level 2, the max at this level. Get it upgraded as soon as possible. I have it right there. I've already upgraded mine. and number 2, get the rage upgraded as well, as high as you can. Right now it's at level 3. I need 1 more to go to max it out at where it should be to really be effective. Now those are the top 2 things that you need to concentrate on when you first become Town Hall 7. Now after that, next thing in line are the loons. You can do a dragon attack without the loons because you're going to have that in the clan castle, but that's an additional thing that you can add, and I do have one attack that I'm going to show you that actually shows the loons that are brought in there. So that's the next thing to upgrade. So dragons first, rage, and then your balloons. Next in line is the lightning spell. There is an attack called the drag zap. I'm not going to go over that attack in this video. I'm going to mainly focus on the dragons and how it moves, how those dragons move through the base with the air defenses and the sweeper. And we have another video just on the drag zap because there's additional things that you need to look out for that. So just the dragons on this one. So in order: dragons, rage, balloons, and then the lightning spell. So that's the setup for it. Now let's go ahead and look at some more attacks and to see just how you do attack with those dragons. Be right back. All right, here is a base that was attacked using dragons. Now first things first, what are you going to bring in your troops and your spells? First thing, you're going to pack all dragons, just dragons. That's all you need when you first start out. And rage, just use rages. Okay, for your clan castle you want balloons, because those balloons are going to go straight for the defenses, and that's going to be key in your strategy. And I'll show you where that comes into play. So when you look at a base, how are you going to attack it? Top, bottom, left, right? Which way are you going to come from? The most important air defense is that sweeper right there. You see that little cone right there? Any troop that flies in there, if it's an air troop, if it flies in there, it's going to shoot this blast of wind right at it and push those troops further on out. So if you attack into the wind, then you are not going to end up with a 3-star. It's not going to happen. So that narrows it down to 3 directions now that you're looking at that you may attack the space at. Okay, so you're narrowing it down. Now you look at the air defenses: 1, 2, and 3. These air defenses right there. So it's never a good idea to attack 2 air defenses at one time, because both of those air defenses are going to be working together to bring down the dragons. And if those thin out, then they won't have enough juice to take over the rest of the base. So that narrows it down even further. So you're looking at attacking this base from the top or the side. So you've got that taken care of, but you also want to look at that clan castle. Anything that comes out of that clan castle you can really take care of, because dragons, they rule the skies. They can fend for themselves. No worries, no worries. Usually what you see in there are dragons anyway, so you have a dragon versus dragon face-off. But if you can work on and get some of the base already taken down before you have to deal with dragons, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. So KK actually, in this attack that you're going to see, actually decided to come from the side and just start working on some of those buildings on the side before having to deal with that clan castle. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot one thing. One thing I almost forgot. So what about your clan castle? Where are you going to drop your clan castle, and where are those loons going to come into play? So if you're attacking from the side, you want the loons to come from the top. Not right away. Wait until the dragons have taken care of a number of the defenses, because you want the loons to go from that air defense to that air defense as quickly as possible. There may be some detours along the way, but that is the plan. So you want to take those down so that they're not hitting and really trying to work on the dragons that are left. Okay, so here we go. Now I will hit replay and let's see what KK does. Now KK does bring one down at the bottom, and I'm going to put that cone in there so that you can show just what happens when some of the air troops wander their way into that cone, and watch what happens. You do see that blast of air, and boom, they're pushed right out of the way. Using a rage to get them further into the base as quickly as possible, and here comes the clan castle. And since they're raged up, they'll be able to, well, one went down with the trap, but now they'll be able to work on that clan castle together. Now, that rage right there should have been dropped on the dragons. I'm going to put a stop there. That rage should have been dropped on the dragons and not on the enemy clan castle dragons, because you want to rage your dragons, not the enemy clan castle. So that's one thing you want to watch out for as well. And do you see how here we go, the balloons from the clan castle have been dropped, and always save one rage for them, so that they're sucked into the center of the base. And do you see how it went from the air defense to the sweeper, bonus right there, to the other air defense? It's going to bring it down, boom, brought it down. Yes. So the only thing that can really threaten, if you want to call it that, the dragons is that archer tower, and archer tower is what's called a point defense. It's just shooting one arrow at a time, and that really doesn't have much effect at all. So, and the question is, where do you put your king? Your king is actually helping with the cleanup and to keep your troops in. So that is one example of it. Now I'm going to jump to a different war to show you one other example, and actually two other examples. So I'll be right back. Okay, here's another base, another war that was attacked with dragons, and KK also did this one as well. So let's take a look at where the air defense is. The sweepers right there. Here are the air defenses 1, 2, and 3. So let's see what KK does to attack this base. Let's go ahead and start this. Coming in from behind the air sweeper. Very good place to start. Very good place to start. This is the closest air defense that they have to watch out for. So do you see how KK is working on the edges first, so that the dragons, when they are dropped, they're kind of focused in to the center, and they can get to that air defense more quickly. He used a queen up above. The king up above, wrong one, to try and get the defenses or the buildings that were closest to this air defense down. Looks like he dropped the clan castle with the main push that first went in with the dragons. That works for sure. I probably would have gone for that one first. But waited until they got a little bit closer. But that, I mean, this is a powerful attack. Look at how many dragons are left, and they're all in mass right there, and they're going toward this air defense. This is it right here. Do you see how quickly it works on? And he used a rage at the very end. Good placement on that rage to get him as fast as possible. Really need to knock down that air defense quickly, very quickly. Now, a little side note here: if you're building your base and you want to try and figure out a way to really defend it against air, one way to do it is to actually put something in the corner. Corners up here, one up here, one up here. Just put like a hut. Not one corner, but multiple corners, because the dragons are so slow. If the attacker is not as familiar with air, or just forgets all about it, you may have a chance of actually defending your base and denying that 3-star, because they're trying to slowly fly up there and then slowly fly to the next one, and then you got them. So that's one way to defend. But let's go ahead and take a look at one more base. Now, this last base is a little different. And I wanted to show this one to you. This one, they added balloons to it. So that here is the air defense right here. That air defense is actually faced on the outside. So this makes it easy. You can attack from 3 different ways right there. So that's probably, I would have faced it a little bit differently in there. Maybe the other way around. But it works, I guess, for the attacker. Love this. Darth Ryzen is going to be coming in and using loons. So let's see how he adds the extra benefit of the loons. He's coming in from the south and also going to be hitting that air defense first, not for the clan castle. Clan castle has come out and attacking with the couple of balloons are out behind it and raging those balloons in. Just making sure that they get as quickly as possible and then rage again to take out that second air defense. So here's the last air defense that needs to come down. Last air defense. And do you see how this one, these dragons are just fighting the wind? Not anymore. They're not there. They're within that cone. But the balloons came from behind to get that air defense, and all that's left is that wizard tower, and it's just straight cleanup. So this is a very, very easy to attack to really master at the Town Hall 7 level. And if you can focus on it and really get it down when you get to Town Hall 8 and 9, you will really have a good idea of how to recognize a base, how to attack it when you're attacking by air, and bring it on down, not just with dragons, but with balloons and with something called a lava hound. So I hope these came in handy for you. I hope it will help you on your strategy. Good luck on your attacks. Let me know how it goes. And hope to see you guys on the battlefield one day. Bye-bye now.